Welcome back to the pod. Today we have two Fresno State golfers, the Bettencourt brothers, Jake and Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Come from a golf family. So what are your first memories on a golf course?
My first memories on a golf course are just hanging out with my family and just messing around in a golf cart and whacking plastic clubs and plastic balls around. Yeah. And the cool part is for us, there's just basically at our home course now, so it was pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, now you get to play there in college.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah, it was kind of funny growing up, like even like at our grandparents' house, because both of our grandparents, or all of our grandparents are out of town. So like one of them actually lived on a golf course. So like growing up, like going up there too, we were just always around the game for the most part. But it was a lot of fun just growing up. But I'm glad we took it competitive and like took it this far because it's been quite a ride.
Did you guys play other sports growing up?
Yeah, I played a bunch of other sports, but I was always too short to play baseball or anything else at a high level, so I stuck to golf. Yeah.
Golf.
Yeah, I played soccer like in elementary school and stuff, but like I was gonna continue, but I broke my leg, and then it was just kind of like that was it. So
yeah,
stick to golf.
It's
hard to break any kind of bone in golf, but yeah.
So for you guys, what makes Fresno State's golf culture unique to other schools?
I don't know.
You want me to take this one?
Yeah, you could take that one.
For me, I love the culture because of what Coach Spencer has created about, like, we kind of feel like we're a family with all the guys on the team, and you can pretty much always hang out together. At times, we probably hang out too much, and we need to somehow get away from each other because we just feel like we're family, and we're all super close, and we're always there for each other, whatever we need. And the culture that's been in the past is we've had tons of really good players come through, and it's just been really fun to play for the Dogs. Yeah.
So when you guys hang out, what do you do? What's the usual team bonding activities?
Watch a ton of sports. We work out together a little bit too, obviously outside of team workouts and stuff too. But honestly, watch a ton of sports, and we kind of just hang out and pretty much talk whatever and just play cards, do whatever. Nothing crazy, just super simple stuff.
Have you guys been watching the Winter Olympics?
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite to watch?
Snowboarding for sure, hockey.
Okay.
Yeah, snowboarding for sure, the half pipe.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen it at all.
Really?
It's okay. So it's kind of funny because like I took the younger teammates. Like we got a transfer who's my year,
Okay.
and then 2 freshmen, and like we get there, like we move in the fall, and he's like, I was like, so do we watch TV? Like, do you guys watch TV? And like, I don't really watch TV, so we don't have like we just like watch YouTube golf.
Okay.
And that's about it. Like, I've been thinking about watching the Olympics. I tried to watch the other night because I heard it was like free to watch on Peacock. I couldn't find it, and then so I just went to bed.
Just went to bed. Just gave up on it.
Yeah, but I mean, I do like watching it. It's just like I just forgot about it.
I've been locked in on curling because of the drama with Canada. Canada has been cheating.
Oh.
And it's like, so then they've been cheating because you can't touch the rock after you let go of it.
Yeah.
But the guy has been like letting go of it and then like pushing it with his finger as he's like, yeah. So then it was Sweden, I think. They were going against Sweden. Sweden like videotaped the like end point, whatever the line is. You're not supposed to do that either, I guess. But so then the Swedish guy tells the Canadian guy, like, you're cheating. Like, stop touching it. He's like, I never touched it. He's like, really? We'll watch the video after. So then now everyone has seen this video of Canada cheating.
That's pretty funny. We were at practice today. I think our teammate was talking about that.
Really?
Yeah, because you're like the finger on the rock. And that's what he was talking about. I thought he was talking about hockey. Yeah.
Well, Jaden, we have one Canadian, so
Canadian.
shout out Hunsky that the boys are cheating in curling.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about hockey because that's like
their sport.
Thing. But but I apparently was curling. I was hearing it out of context.
Well, guys, so Coach Spencer also played for Fresno State. Do you think that makes a difference in the culture that's brought to the program?
Oh, yeah. It's just because he can relate so much to what it was like as a player. Also, he was he the same year as Nick Watney?
I think he was 1 year older.
He was on the team with Nick, which is like, I mean, he's arguably the best player. Oh, no, not arguably. Undisputedly the best player to come out of Fresno State.
Yeah.
I mean, he's won like 5 times on the PGA Tour. Just talking to him about what Nick did is pretty cool. Also, just picking his brain because like he was quite the player himself. He bombed it, like he hit it so far. even like in our practice rounds and tournaments and stuff, he'll take a swing, and I can see his move, and I'm just like, gosh, it's so good still. And he doesn't like practice that much.
Yeah, he's blessed. Yeah,
but he loves golf still. Obviously, I mean, I don't think he'd be the head coach for Fresno State if he didn't. But yeah, he loves golf just like all of us do. But I think it's great to have alumni like that, just because like he knows what it's like to be in our shoes. That's for sure. That's the biggest thing, I'd say.
Yeah, are there relationships you guys have built with other alumni around the program?
Yeah, for sure. Being our dad, obviously being an alum, has helped a lot too, because like when we were kids, a lot of the alumni would come back and stay at our house for the fundraiser, and so we got to know a lot of the alumni growing up. But just playing our fundraiser and stuff and interacting with the alums, we get to meet more and more. Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah.
Being friends with the Watneys too.
Yeah, that helps.
The whole family, because like Nick's uncle, he was his coach, and his cousin Josh was a really good player too.
Yeah.
He was quite the player.
Yeah.
And also having James Watney as our teammate, that's been pretty fun too. Because I mean, that whole family, they're all pretty fun to be around. So yeah.
So speaking of family, your dad played at Fresno State, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you guys? Along with like how that weighed into your decision of coming to Fresno State.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when we moved here, I mean, our dad's not from Fresno. He was just recruited. But, I mean, we were born and raised here, so that definitely had something to do with it. But, just being with him got us into golf. And he really wanted us to just, like, he's like, build your own path. Like, there wasn't really a pressure movement to go to any other school. I mean, we both got recruited by other schools, but we both chose here, and I'm glad we did, because it's been a lot of fun, and it's nice to stay at home, and we're kind of just, I think we're kind of destined for it, because growing up watching Fresno State baseball, basketball, football, we just kind of fell in love with it. Even like when I was playing golf, like being 12 years old, and we'd go watch the Nick Watney Classic, and it was just it was pretty fun to watch all the guys, because even guys that were on the team then, like I still am good friends with them now, and we talk a little bit because they're still around. So it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely been fun just going to Fresno State games and just looking up to all the athletes that were there at the time. And I don't know, like as a kid, I always wanted to play Fresno State. It seemed like what I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure if that was for me, and it just kind of was blessed to work out that way.
Are there any Fresno State sports stars that you remember from growing up?
Derek Carr, for sure.
Derek Carr is the number one. We used to have an Xbox 360, and I remember we got the last copy before they discontinued. It was like NCAA 14.
Yeah.
And like you could play as, well, it didn't have his name at the time because there was no NIL or anything like that, but you could play as the number 4 quarterback, and that was Derek Carr.
And
was supposed to be
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams too. But yeah, that was probably the guy that we watched, because we actually watched him like when he was like playing for us. We were little kids and stuff. So
being a little older than Chris, I remember Aaron Judge pretty vividly too.
Okay.
Like just like this dude is huge and just it bombs onto Cedar Avenue. Like it was crazy. Yeah, but yeah, I remember him very vividly too.
So coming from a golf family, what's a golf course story that you have that represents your personalities or you guys as a family?
Oh my gosh,
I got one for me.
Go ahead.
I have one for both of us.
Go ahead.
I got 2 of them for this question. So, it was my first hole in one. I thought I watched it go in, and then I took a long look at the hole, and then I just mad dashed all like the whole 187 yards the whole way there, and like I was with my friends, and we were just going nuts.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. But that's how I describe my personality in the golf course, is when something cool happens, I go nuts.
Okay.
The other time was last year. It was like roughly like in March, like springtime. Jake and I were playing at Sunnyside. I mean, we've done it a million times, but we were playing against each other, and on the 14th hole, I hit this wedge shot, and it spun back and went in, and it was just him and I was going nuts, and I was like running around in circles because like I never really hole out like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it rarely happens, but I was going crazy, and then he was like, yeah, good shot. And that was pretty funny because like
chill.
Yeah, that's always how it's been. He's always been a little bit more mellow
and
and
different personalities right there in a nutshell. Yeah.
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 This is pretty funny.
Yeah. I
But
don't remember anything like childhood though.
yeah, I know.
Oh, I do remember you one time there is a really one funny story of you on the first hole at Sunnyside, like hitting a 3 with like way over the green. You were just like just livid that it went over the green. Like it's really funny. Like
Yeah.
I remember I was telling you to calm down. You would calm down. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So different personalities on the golf course.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm definitely more animated. That's for sure.
Yeah, I didn't used to be. I used to be more animated, but I've definitely chilled it out.
Chilled out more.
Yeah.
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 So for people who don't follow men's golf, how would you describe the personality of the current Fresno State team?
It's a good mix. I would say, at least for us older guys, we loved, like I would say, we were more chill, and the younger guys like to go have fun and kind of mess around. And would you say that's fair?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's definitely a different era of like what the team was like when you were
It's a good
like
mix,
a freshman, sophomore, and like what it's like now. Like the young, like half the team. Actually, most of the team is pretty young now.
Yeah.
But like before last year, like before I got here, I mean, I couldn't really speak for that time. He can, but now like with all the younger guys, like we try and go out and do some things. Like we try and go bowling, play some pickleball when we can. But yeah, for the most part, we hang out with the older guys. Like it really is. We're just watching football.
Yeah.
Doing something like relaxed.
Us older
like,
guys don't do
laid
anything
back. But yeah.
When there's a good college basketball game on, like for me, I'll always watch like when there's a basketball game on here. Like I always try to get the guys to go watch the game here or whatever. Yeah, whatever's going on. Mainly always sports for older guys, but the younger guys like to go mess around and do stuff and
Yeah, for
be
sure.
more active. Yeah,
Who's the best pickleball player?
me for sure.
I
Really?
don't think we've ever even played.
Yeah, I've never have actually played pickleball, but I think at least on our team, I'd say me.
Well, I don't think we've played together,
Yeah.
but we it gets pretty competitive, but yeah, actually, I don't even know. I think James is pretty good.
He's actually,
Yeah.
he's actually really
Yeah,
good
he's
too,
he's a pretty good athlete.
Yeah,
It's
he's a good
hard. It's
athlete.
hard to get it past him.
Yeah,
That's
really
for
good
sure.
athlete. Yeah.
All right. So if I were to follow you guys around for a day in season, what does your day look like?
So I guess we'll just start on Monday. Like, so Monday mornings we have always a workout at 6 o'clock. And then from there, guys are in class from like 8 to 11-ish. And then always practice starts at 1. It just depends on where we are that day. And then 1, if we're playing, then it's 1 to 5. Or if we're just practicing, it's like 1 to 3. And then you have the rest of the time to work on your stuff and do whatever. But because there's a lot of independent practice we do too.
Yeah.
Rather than just team practice. And then pretty much from there, you're just doing homework or I mean, you kind of, it's not like alone time, but you do have a lot of time to yourself after the 2-hour team practice is over or after we qualify, play 18 holes. But yeah, you're pretty busy. It's nothing crazy, but you're busy though, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
like
the
I'd say,
traveling.
I'd say for
Yeah.
us, we're not maybe as busy as a basketball player, football player, because they have like more meetings and stuff. But for us, it's a little different. You're busy, but not quite as busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does the planning look like? Basketball players and football players, they watch film, etc. What would you say is comparable to that in golf?
Statistics, like we have this database that we use as a team, and after every competitive round we have, whether if it's qualifying or a tournament, sometimes I'll do it on my own just to see how I did that day. You basically, what happens, like every shot you just record, you write it down how far we are. Say I have like 150 yards into a certain hole. I'll like down the right side of the fairway, I'll write down 150 on my scorecard on my yardage book, and then we do that over every shot, and then we plug it in, and at the end on your computer, when you click submit, it tells you exactly how well you did that day, depending on like the PGA Tour average from those certain spots.
Okay.
It's pretty hard to explain, and it's a deep rabbit hole of the statistics world, especially in like the modern day of golf. That's like what seems like every competitive coach or athlete or golfer is pushing.
Okay.
But I feel like that's kind of like been the same thing in all the other sports, like more and more analysis, more and more statistics, just percentages and all that stuff is like stuff that we focus on just for for future rounds and tournaments. But yeah.
So speaking of modern day golf, there's golf simulators everywhere now. Do you guys go practice there too to get like all the statistics and analysis of your hit, or is it mainly just outdoors?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple places in town that we can go to. It is nice on super hot days or rainy days, which is more of the hot days because there's few rainy days. But it is nice to be able to have that access to go to those places because that stuff does really pay off in the long run. I think just having that information, whether if you use it or not, just being aware really does make the difference in my opinion.
Is that an independent thing, or do you guys go as a team?
Independent usually.
Yeah, independent. Yeah,
a lot of us go together, but
Okay.
yeah. Most of the younger guys, I have like a key to my phone to one of the places, and they'll ask me if we can go to like the simulator place, like whether if it's like super early in the morning or late at night. Those are fun times because we'll go. Like they even have like golf courses and stuff that we'll go play on the simulator and just have fun. Really,
Do you prefer doing that, or do you prefer outdoors?
outdoors
for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just like going to certain courses in town. There's a lot of fun because like they all like most courses they have different styles. Like some of them are super hilly, some of them are flat, some of them have small greens, big greens, undulating greens. Like it's pretty hard to get bored playing golf here just because there's like I mean there's not that like there's that many spots compared to some of the bigger cities in California, but we don't really play the majority of them most of the time because most of the time we just stick to 2 or 3 golf courses. When we go play those others, that's a lot of fun going to travel to go play cool places. That's for sure.
So walk us through your tournament routines.
Man.
Okay, so like a 36-hole day, like a full day. Normally you wake up around 5 to 6 in the morning, depending on what time you tee off, and then normally it's dark, and then you get to the course and it's probably still dark, and then you eat breakfast, and then from there it's just basically warm up, and then it's a shotgun start. So like the tournament, the whole field will tee off at the same time on different holes, and then you tee it up normally around like 8 o'clock, and then when you finish the first round, there'll be 2 holes cut out of the green, and then everybody will just, whoever their finishing hole was, their 18th hole, they'll grab the flag and just move the pin to the other hole, and then we'll just do the whole thing again. Whether if we play in carts or we walk, it's normally a grind, the 36-hole day, at least the 18-hole day is like, it makes it feel a lot lighter. It feels like a quick 9 holes after 36, but yeah, some days, I mean, we don't even finish 36. I remember there was one tournament we played in last year in Monterey. They had carts for us. It was an awesome golf course. I mean, I love this place. I've been there multiple times, but I mean, it was playing so hard. Like, I remember I made like a 6-footer for par, and it was like pitch black, and we couldn't even like regroup. We couldn't even like repair the next day. We just kept going after like the next day. So it's stressful. At least it can be stressful. But no, most of the time you're playing sun up till sundown. So it's just like it's a weird competitive atmosphere. That's for sure. Because all day, I mean, it's just like you're always grinding. It doesn't stop. But that's what makes it fun for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of time to focus. That's for sure.
Yeah,
it's like you definitely turn it off in between shots and hopefully talk to the guys you're playing with if they're cool. But some of them aren't sometimes. So it's a huge mental test. Yeah, it's a long day.
Yeah.
What's your routine like?
My routine, I try to wake. So it's tough because a lot of times you're so busy in tournament week, prepping, doing stuff in yards book and marking pins. I try to wake up early and go to the gym at the hotel or at the golf course and stretch and do warm up. But a lot of times you wake up so early, like I can't lie. Last term I didn't do it. This is 36-hole day. I didn't do it. But I try to wake up and stretch before, kind of get the body moving. Because for me, I've had some injuries, so I try to get the body moving and stretch a little bit. And then basically kind of similar to Chris said, I just usually eat breakfast and warm up, hit some balls, chips, putts, and just go let it fly all day long, yeah.
So you brought up how long the days are. Your new assistant coach, Ben, works a lot on the mental aspect of game. So talk about that a little bit.
He's awesome. He definitely lightens it up for us. He's always what's the word I'm looking for? Like enthusiastic. Like
upbeat for sure.
Yeah, super upbeat. When things don't go well, it's always on to the next.
Yeah.
Because that's really what it boils down to in golf is like he's always there to just like, check in on us and how we are from like a mental perspective, because, like, and it's super helpful because in other sports like, basketball, football, baseball, like it's super reactionary. Everything goes by like that. There's no real time to think, but in golf, it's like, I mean, technically you have endless time to think about a golf shot. So if you find yourself in a troublesome situation, I mean, your brain has to be in the right mode to trust it. Otherwise, it's really hard to commit. And then that's when things can start to snowball, and having him there can help that from not happening.
Yeah.
He definitely keeps a lot of things simple and just kind of is always there for us, good or bad, and helps us out to pretty much not let the game frustrate us, because golf is a silly game.
Frustrating game.
Yeah, it's a dumb game sometimes.
Jake, you touched on your injuries a bit, but how do you think that maybe gave you more of an appreciation for the game of golf?
Totally, yeah. I've had multiple hand injuries last couple of years, and this year I've been really good with felt really healthy and no wrist or hand problems. But it sucks. The last couple of years having to watch your teammates, and it made me just love. Even I haven't played the way I've wanted to this year either, but just being able to be out there, compete with the guys, and not watching them, and being able to at least contribute some way. I mean, being on the golf course has been a lot of fun. I definitely missed it a lot sitting there watching them, because I'm just competitive and want to compete and want to win. But it's been good. It's given me a whole lot better perspective. I think it's helped me mentally not be so frustrated, because shooting 76 didn't sound so bad when I was sitting there watching everyone. So
right?
Yeah, for
perspective,
sure.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's given me a ton of perspective. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, Chris, your first year in the program, you go out and you win at the Southern Dunes. Walk me through what that whole week felt like, from travel day to the last putt.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I cherish it so much. It was still so vivid for me. I remember the week prior to that is kind of where it started. I was playing well, and first practice of the season, I go out and shoot 468 at Fort Washington, and I was playing pretty good. And the next day, I go to my home course for the first round of qualifying, and I shot 78, and I was in like last by like a couple shots, and I was pretty bummed. But I didn't let that discourage me. I battled my way through qualifying and ended up getting the Indy spot. So I wasn't on the team. I was just playing as an individual. And I was just trying to go into that week, no expectations, just whatever happens, I'm fine with that. I know what I'm capable of. And then when the practice round came, I was a little uncomfortable with the course. There was a couple tee shots I definitely didn't like, and that's one thing I struggle with, is driving the ball. Desert golf has always been something that kind of tore me apart in junior golf for the few times I went down there. But I just remember it's kind of funny. It sounds kind of dumb, but I remember the World Baseball Classic, I think, was like that year, and it was Shohei Ohtani and the Japanese baseball team won. And when they played in the final against the U.S., Shohei I remember Jake was telling me this, because Jake's tapped in on all this. I'm not really tapped in on it, but I remember he told me, and it was like out of context. It wasn't like for the tournament. He was just like, Shohei told the guys, like, don't be afraid of these guys. Like, they're not that special. And so I just remember the first round.
I did tell you that before you first called.
Yeah. I remember we were hyped up. Like, I think they had music bumping on the range. And I was just really focused on my routine, not more of the result. And that was something that Coach talked to me about in a meeting, right before we left for the event. And he was just like, just go out there and play golf. So that's what I did. And then I remember the boys were pretty hyped up, and I was super nervous. On the first tee, I watched one kid hit it down the right, and then I hit it right down the middle, which was nice. And then there's this bunker that's kind of blocks the whole, covers the whole fairway. It's kind of intimidating, but this kid I was playing with smoked one 320 right over the bunker. And I was like, all right, welcome to college golf. I don't have that shot in the bag. And I was super nervous, and I was just trying to stay so present and just next after next. But I was just in this mode that I got to start. I wasn't, but after the first 9 holes and I was battling it out, I started to gain this kind of confidence that I've never really felt before. And then toward the end, it I just remember there was like going down that final stretch. That final stretch was a grind, the last like 4 holes, because mentally I just knew I was close. And I've always had that kind of like that voice in my head, like that like kind of gets you that it kind of wants to get you out of this like flow state kind of manner. And that's why I was kind of fighting. And then I remember when it was all done, I had no idea. Like I was able to like battle that out. But like when I was done, I just remember everyone was like dapping me up. Like they were super happy for me. And I didn't check the score at all. I knew I was 1 shot back going into the last day. But I didn't know where I was at, like at the end. And when I ended up winning, I was just like, wow.
Do you track the score during?
I was about to ask, you weren't looking at boards at all that week?
No. I just remember my friend, he played in his first college event, like right before I did. He finished second.
Okay.
And I was in second after the 36-hole day. Because, I got a check after a long day of, like, playing sol. And I was like, I sent a photo to him. I was like, hey, I'm just trying to be like you, you know? Like, And he thought the tournament was over. And then, like, when I posted after, I think it was with you guys, I won. He was like, dude, I didn't realize, like, you were done with the event. I thought you finished second, but that was pretty funny. Yeah.
So when you think of your time here, what's one moment so far that reassures you about why you came to Fresno State?
For me, it was definitely my junior year. I got hurt during this event, but we played, and we only lost to the team that won the national championship. We beat Oregon, UNLV, Ohio State. Ohio State finished in the semis that year. It was the only team we lost to was Auburn, who's like a consistent top 5 team in the country at worst. They're like ridiculously good, and that was pretty much why I came to Fresno State. You come here to beat the Power 4 schools, and like Coach Hill said, anytime, anybody, anytime, anywhere. It's kind of the same thing applies to us. Like we see not the top teams in this country every week, but we see them a good amount still, and that's why you come to Fresno State, is to go beat those schools.
What for you? It's kind of a deep one.
Gotta be the home event.
Yeah.
Last year, I would assume.
Yeah, actually, that was pretty cool.
Help 'em out.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so we haven't won our home event prior to last year in like 20 years or so. I think it was since Coach was on the team.
Since Nick Watney was on the team.
Yeah, Coach was on the team when they won last.
Yeah.
It was too long, that's for sure. But
yeah, and playing at my home course that I've like basically learned the game at my whole life. Seeing all the members come out and watch that I've got to become friends with for like a long time, and to be able to win in like playoff fashion at home was a pretty cool moment to share, especially with my best friend, because like he was on that team too, or at least on that lineup, and that was a pretty cool moment to share. A lot of cool photos that day at the end. So yeah.
How nerve-wracking was that playoff round for you guys to watch?
for me, it was really nervous because I just got out of surgery. I was just watching. So I mean, you tell us, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
mean,
just watching nervous.
It was definitely interesting because I've never really been in like a team playoff before. Mm-hmm. It felt, I would say it was just a little bit more nerve-wracking than like a normal playoff, just because, you know, like winning for the team, at least in a playoff, you know, like if you lose a playoff by yourself, you know, like it's like, all right, we still had a good week, you know.
Yeah.
You don't want to let the team down.
Everybody's there to like be like, it's all right, bro. Like it was a good run, but like with the team, it's like it really does like make or break the morale of like how you feel afterward as a group. But like I'm glad we were able to share that victory together because that was a cool moment. Yeah.
It was an exciting moment.
Yeah,
That's
definitely some motivation to go out and do it in a couple weeks for sure again.
Exactly. Segue to the Watney Invitational at San Joaquin Country Club, March 2nd through the 3rd. What can fans expect out there?
They can expect a lot of good golf. We're going to be playing 36 holes all on Monday, so we're just sun up to sundown, basically like 7 to 5. I don't know what the shotgun is actually specifically. It's probably like 8. But
I think it would be 8.
So 8 to 5. I mean, they can just expect to watch a lot of good golf, and depending on the weather, the scores maybe high or low. I'm not sure because it's a couple weeks out still. But so It should be a lot of fun to watch. Yeah, I can watch some good college golf, and everybody bombs it in college golf. So a lot of people would like to watch that.
Yeah, I think it'll also be really fun having it at San Joaquin because, me personally, I think San Joaquin is probably one of the coolest golf courses in town just because of its location. Yeah. Like being down by the river, the finishing hole is actually on the river, so like that being in play is always like kind of a fun hole because I mean there's not many times you get to play like alongside like a flowing river, and it doesn't feel like any of the other courses in Fresno. You get to San Joaquin, you get through the gate, and it's just like you see the bluff and like the clubhouse overlooks. It sits on top of the bluff and it overlooks the river and the whole golf course. It's pretty cool. I think it's a great venue, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'd definitely say it's cool for people to come out and watch too because it's just a country club and you can't always just come out and play it or walk it whenever. So if people haven't seen it, it's definitely a cool spot to come out and walk, and it's come out and watch and hang out pretty much, and it's cool to walk with everything.
Does it hype you guys up to see fans there?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I would definitely say it doesn't make me more nervous, but it just kind of puts a little extra pressure on it that people are coming out to watch some good golf, so you better go execute this shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of look at it as more of like a fun pressure because like if I stuff one, they're gonna be like everybody's gonna go nuts. I remember like there was the Fresno City last year. Just made me think of it. The guy I was playing with in the last group, the hole prior I chunked a wedge like halfway there in front of like 50 people, and I was like, well, that doesn't feel very good. And it was because of there's not many times in golf, at least at this level. In the next couple levels, I mean, a bunch of people watch, but that's like. It's definitely an interesting feeling because that's not like the norm yet. But on the next hole, the winner actually he holed out a wedge from like 70 yards in front of the same 50 people, like the same crowd, and everyone was going nuts. And I'm like, man, that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. People coming out make it a lot more fun. That's for sure.
Bring some intensity.
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
All right, last question for me. If someone's getting into golf, what clubs do they need? What are you building out? If they don't want the whole set, if they're just trying to dabble in golf, all right, what are your guys' recommendations?
Definitely driver, like 5-iron, 7-iron,
Are you talking
7-inch
about like
putter.
what kind of set they should buy? Yeah, it's funny. I have a friend that he's trying to build a set. I was like, dude, just nowadays. I mean, you got Costco. They got the whole set.
I've been hearing stuff about the Costco clubs.
It's like really good too, and it's probably like a little bit more expensive than like the beginner sets. But like, I mean, the irons and the wedges. I mean, you can use those for a really long time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're pretty dialed in with beginner golf clubs, I think.
Right.
And they got wedges, putters. I think irons. I think they got driver now.
Really?
But
I know they have a golf ball too.
Yeah, they got a golf ball. I mean,
So Costco.
yeah, you can rep Costco like
Yeah, it's not
throughout
bad.
the whole set.
It's not a bad way to go.
Yeah.
Especially it's probably pretty cheap too compared to normal stuff.
Yeah, if you don't do that, I mean, eBay or like all those different types of like secondhand markets would definitely be good, but never buy anything full price. I think it's just the game's so expensive. Like I remember even when I was competitive, like when I was like 12 or 13, like our dads always buy us like eBay stuff, and I get the hand-me-down clubs from Jake.
From Jake when Jake's done.
Yeah.
And then if they're golfing in town, what's your favorite course or the course you've been most successful at? And then the toughest course?
I'd say that everyone can play. It's definitely Riverside. I've had the most fun at. It's definitely like they call it the Big Muni for a reason, just because it's just the only Muni in Fresno basically now, and it's just a lot of fun to play. There's some good holes. The greens usually pretty good. So I'd say Riverside people play for sure.
Riverside?
Yeah.
Riverside's the spot to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they take great care of us out there. I mean I bring some friends out on a Monday when all the other courses are closed, or we'll just go out there late in the day, and they're not stingy at all. There's no dress code. There's no, and the greens are always good too. It's never like the fairways are always whatever, but they just get so many rounds. It's just the way it is. But the greens are in great shape for the price and how much people play out there.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be more public golf in Fresno for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's a tough course?
Eagle Springs and San Joaquin. Yeah, they're they're the hardest tee shots. There's a lot of intimidation out there. I think that's what really makes a difference because, I mean, if you can't drive the golf ball, it's hard to get yourself in position. It's hard to give yourself an opportunity to score. So
Yeah, I'd say San Joaquin probably the toughest. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then actually my real last question. When you think about Fresno State, not just the golf team, but the community, going to football games, etc., if you were describing it to somebody, how would you describe the experience of being a student athlete here?
I'd say it's blue collar and hardworking, just like the community, pretty much. Like, I mean, our facilities aren't anything flashy, but we have enough. And if you really want something, like, you have plenty to go work at it and just get to where you want to get. Yeah, because it's just very blue collar and hardworking. Yeah.
yeah, I'd say, I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, we got, like, football games are so much fun, especially when the Dogs are having a good season. I mean,
sure.
Everybody gets there riled up to cheer on their Dogs, you know. And that's a lot of fun to be a part of, for sure.
Yeah, when the Dogs football are good, everyone else is good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sets the tone.
Yeah, it does.
100%.
No pressure on them, but yeah, it does set the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be out there at San Joaquin. We hope you guys are too. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
And we'll see you next time on The Pawd.